Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Trend Trader, with a little technical analysis on Bitcoin. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you it's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These markets are extremely volatile, so please do your own research and trade responsibly. So if you've been following this channel for a little while, you know that I do quite a bit of various types of technical analysis. So today we're going to do something a little bit different, and if you're not into like time cycles or like less common technical analysis, this video is probably not for you, because that is what we're going to be focusing on, is some less common methods, but you'll see if you watch this video that there's something definitely there and that they do line up. So essentially what you try to look for with like time analysis or cycle analysis is you're looking for like some kind of correspondence in like the time between like various peaks, whether it's like your upswings or your downswings, and essentially it could correspond with basically like the way futures work or the way people are investing based on months or weeks or seasons or paychecks, or I mean it could be anything. But the idea is with time cycle analysis, you're looking for that pattern, identifying it, and then you're able to like trade based on it. So you'll see here we have like the bull run basically from 2019, and then the consolidation down through. So, and now I'm going to turn on our drawing tools here, and you'll see now it's going to get pretty crazy here. I do have a lot of Fibonacci going on as well. But essentially what we're going to focus on is this tool down here at the bottom, the time cycle analysis. And essentially what that is you can line it up with like a peak or something like that, and then another peak, and then it will draw out the same time between each one of these. And then what I did was I went ahead and put in these green lines here, and all I did was just put one in at the bottom of each of those peaks right there. And I went through and messed around with this tool for a little bit, and then what I was essentially looking for is for it to line up with either highs or lows. And you'll see if we take this little peak right here where it comes down, that down peak right there where it hits the line, that's where our green line goes in. And then we go up and it comes down, and that's where our green line goes in, and that's our high. And that's basically our high there. And then you'll see it goes in right there, that's our high right there. And then there, that's our high right there. And then there, that's our high right there. And now you'll see this is the important part, is this downward consolidation that we've been in. Okay, so this one right here was the absolute top right there, and then this one right here, top of the next peak, top of the channel, perfect shorting area. And then the next one right there, top of the channel, top of the peak, perfect shorting area. And the next one right there, top of the channel, top of the peak, perfect shorting area. And then right here, it's at the heart line. We only made it back up to the heart line of the channel, which is the center of the channel. But again, if you shorted that, you got it down to the absolute bottom. And now finally here, the one that we're at right now, right where we were at, we're not at the top of the channel, but we're at the top of this orange trend line here. So the perfect shorting area, I think, is going to be somewhere in this next, like, essentially like couple days to a week, right in this area. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These markets are extremely volatile, so please do your own research and trade responsibly. I'm just doing technical analysis in this video and messing around with some time cycle stuff, and it looks like here we're coming in to the top. Obviously we broke out of this channel and everyone's getting very bullish right now, but what I'm going to do is zoom out here a little bit, and you'll see I have in like some longer time frame stuff. And when we topped out here was that white line. We came down here, found support on that green line that we've been basing on. The red line goes from our top at 20,000 to, and I know it looks like I just drew it to wherever over here for like convenience sake, but if you switch over to the weekly time scale, you'll see this is what's going on. The white line here is that long-term trend line, and then when we came back down to capitulation, the green line here is our support line the whole way, and we came down to it, got the bounce up, and now this orange line here is from the 20,000 peak, and it comes down from 20,000 closes to our weekly closes over here. And you'll see that was acting as resistance, and now we're headed up to it, and it lines up perfectly at that like 9,600 range. It comes in a perfect correspondence with the resistance right here, with our 0.5 fib level, okay, right here, and the 236 of the entire move up here. And you'll see we base down here off the 0.5 in green here. That's the 0.5 of this whole move that we got, up to 14,000, down to the bottom right here at 3,000. If you take that fib and you draw this one right here in color, you see I have that drawn? If you draw that one in color right there, what it does, it takes it down here We went all the way down to the 0.5 here in green. We bounce up. We're almost to the 236. That's a 2-level bounce like we always talk about. So then what we would expect to happen is we make it up to the 236, and then we can sell off, come down to the 618, and potentially bottom out at the 618 or the 786. But again, the time cycle analysis is lining up perfect. The resistance is lining up perfect on the weekly. We got the bounce off of our support zone. We got the exact accumulation low right here. And now look, here we're coming up on our exact sell zone here at the top. So what I expect to happen is we broke out of that channel, we psyched everybody out, we got the market move up here. Time cycle analysis is saying we're getting ready to end this cycle, and you know, we're going to get essentially like a sell-off or consolidation period after our powerful move that we got up, and that's going to line up perfectly with our fib levels, consolidation, all that good stuff. So there it is, guys, little crypto trend trader technical analysis, a little bit of a different scope there, some of our time cycle and everything. You see how this is lining up here. We'll see how it all finishes out, and you know how this looks in hindsight when we're looking back at it. And you'll see here again, we've been in like basically a long upward trend. We were in a long trend here. We sold off for a little while, downtrend, uptrend inside of the channel here. So now we're in the uptrend here. You know, we're at a decent resistance level now. If we do continue to break out here or whatever, that's going to change the whole situation. But here you'll notice with the RSI, we're at the top of the zone. Stochastic, we're at the top of the zone. And the MACD, you know, we're at a nice high level and also a key resistance in previous time. So there you have it, guys. Crypto trend trader, a little technical analysis, a little bit long term, some time cycle stuff. I'm signing off. Let me know in the comments if you like this stuff, or give it a thumbs down if you don't, just so I have an idea in the future whether or not to do these types of videos. So, Crypto Trend Trader, and I'm signing off.